being grateful simultaneously. Gratitude is the antidote to anger. You can't be fearful and grateful simultaneously. Gratitude is the antidote to fear. And the two emotions that mess up most of our relationships, most of our businesses, and most of our happiness are these two extremes, fear and anger. But look what happens when you bring gratitude or appreciation. The EEG and the EKG literally stop being jagged. They're rounded, which means there's no stress. And more importantly, they're aligned. When your mind and heart are aligned, you have answers in a heartbeat. The guys that did this were nominated for a Nobel Prize. Let's take the Nobel Prize and make it a 2-minute exercise that can change your life in the future. Here's how we're going to do it and prove it works for you. How many of you in this room have some unfinished business at home, in your home or personal or business life? For example, there may be someone you got to fire or hire, or a conversation you need to have at home, something you need to deal with, but you're so busy and you're so stressed that the whole deal with that feels a bit overwhelming, so you put it off. But it has to be handled, but you keep putting it off. How many got something like this in either your personal or business life, or both? Raise your hand if you have one of these. I would like you, if you would, to think of one specifically, because I'd like you to solve it now. I know that sounds like a big deal. Don't worry about solving it, just decide what it is. And ideally, as you think of what, if you were to put focus into it, if you were to put your time and energy into it again, how stressed would it make you to think about it, if you're really there? On a 0 to 10 scale, 10 is totally stressed, 0 is not at all. How many of it is it 7 or above? Maybe 7, 8, 9, or 10, raise your hand if it's one of those. Good. If it's not, pick one that's a 7 or above if you would. Because otherwise, when you do the exercise, you won't notice much of a change. And when we do this 2-minute exercise, which I'll explain in a moment, 95, 98% of you will wipe out the problem, you'll have a solution. 3 to 5%, you need another technique, and I got hundreds, but in 2 minutes, let me do this one for you. It just means you're hanging on to your suffering a little bit. You can end it. So here's what they found. Try it. Put both your hands on your heart. Physically feel your heart. The research they found is, if you focus on your heart, where focus goes, energy flows. It will actually gradually shift the way your heart operates. So physically hold and touch your heart. You can leave your eyes open or closed, whichever you prefer. And as you're touching your heart, breathe deep in your heart. Breathe really deep in your heart, if you would. And feel the power of your heart. Feel the strength of your heart. Feel grateful for this heart of yours. For as long as it beats, we live. And it's a gift. You didn't have to earn this heart, did you? Something, your creator, thought you were enough already. You didn't have to do anything to be enough. Think about what a gift that is. You were enough from the very moment. You were given the most important gift, life. There is no greater gift. Breathe deep in your heart and feel thankful for a heart, your heart, that was given to you, that beats 100,000 times a day without you ever having to tell it to. Even while you sleep. Breathe deep. It goes through 60,000 miles of blood vessels. Enough to go around the earth twice at the equator if you put them end to end. That's what's in you. Breathe, fill up this heart and feel gratitude, appreciation for it. What are you proud your heart has guided you to do, or to give, or to share, or to love, or to enjoy? What are you grateful your heart has allowed you to feel? Just fill up with that gratitude for the magnificence of your own heart. And as you breathe deep in that heart, we're going to take 2 minutes now, and all you're going to do is think of 3 moments in your life you could feel incredibly grateful for. Step into a moment now in your life. It could be a little moment or a big moment. What's a moment that if you were to focus on it and step back into that memory right now, you could feel so grateful for that moment in your life? What's a beautiful moment, a magic moment? Could be from your childhood, teenager, young adults, midlife, today, it could be this week. If you can think of a moment you could feel deeply grateful for, shout the word yes and enjoy saying it. Go. Say it again. One more time. Perfect. Step into that memory right now. Step in your body as if you were there. Breathe deep in your heart. See what you saw when you felt so grateful. That beautiful moment. That magnificent moment. Feel it. Enjoy it. Savor that moment. The love, the joy, the connection, whatever it was. Fill up. Give thanks for that moment. Touch your heart again. Feel it. Breathe. Fill it up with oxygen and blood flow. Think of a second moment now you can feel deeply grateful for. Step into that memory. Feel it like you're there. See what you saw then. Feel it. Hear what you heard then. Feel it too. Breathe the way you were breathing then. Put the look on your face like you have been when it felt so good. It's healing. It's strengthening. Feel it. Fill up. And then finally think of a third moment you could feel so grateful for if you wanted to right now. Think of a third moment. It could be a little one or a big one. It could have been years ago. It could be this week. Step in and feel it. Give yourself the gift, my friends. This is your gift to give yourself. You're doing well, even when you're working. See it. Feel it. Breathe it. There might be a big inner smile inside, or just a sense of joy, or gratitude. Or maybe you realize life always has been happening for you, not to you, even though it looked like it. Fill up, see what you saw, hear what you heard, feel that gratitude. Finally, think of a coincidence now that happened in your life. What's a coincidence you're grateful for? Because the coincidence led to something you love or you appreciate or you're grateful for. You went someplace for one reason and you met the love of your life, or a friend, or you got a business opportunity or an insight. What's a coincidence? We love coincidence because we realize we didn't do it. Life was happening for us. Step in that moment you're grateful for that was a coincidence and fill up with gratitude for it. Because you didn't do it, it happened for you. Was it a coincidence or were you guided? In a moment I'm asking you to take all the joy, all the gratitude, all the excitement, and let it build up in your body. Just imagine the energy, the excitement, the gratitude, the appreciation, the joy building up in your body. And as it builds up in your body, let it build to a place where it feels strong and excited, and it's going to form a sound. And I want you to make that sound as loud as you can and enjoy it with your eyes still closed, feeling all of this gratitude at once. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, make the sound, go! And now that you're in this beautiful state, keep feeling your heart. And you can solve anything in a beautiful state. Stay out of your head, keep breathing in your heart, touching your heart. And I'm going to say a phrase and I want you to finish it. I want you to stay in your heart and remember what used to stress you out at home or work, that situation that's unresolved. Keep breathing in your heart and finish this phrase. all from a beautiful state, feeling so wonderful, so beautiful. All I need to remember in that situation, all I need to remember is, all I need to focus on in that situation, all I need to do is what? From a beautiful state, ask yourself, in that situation that was stressing you, that needs to be resolved, all I need to focus on, all I need to remember, all I need to do is what? And your heart knows the answer, doesn't it? It's so simple in a beautiful state. Raise your right hand above your head if your heart is giving you the answer. If you know what needs to be done, raise your right hand above your head if you know for sure. Keep it up nice and high if it's up. And then open your eyes with your hands still up and look at what percentage of the room has the answer to what's been bothering them for God only knows how many times. And it took us 2.5 minutes. Because in a beautiful state, anything can be solved easily. In a stressful state, you'll avoid it. You have 30 seconds. Turn to the person next to you and tell them, what did you remember that felt so good? And what are you going to do or focus on in that situation? You got 1 minute. Go. 30 seconds each. Tell somebody, what did you remember? What did you focus on? If you got some simple, great answers, raise your hand and say, "I." Who's committed to living in a beautiful state going forward? Raise your hand and say, "I." Two things. Tonight, before you go to sleep, ideally when you're home or even when you're still here, if you're really going to do this, you should commit publicly to someone you respect. I encourage you to write 3 letters. One to yourself. What have you decided tonight and why? How would your life be different if you no longer suffered? And when suffering came, you ended it quickly. And you focused on appreciation, love, and giving. How would it change? Why are you going to do this? How will it change your life? And then send 2 letters, right? One tonight, one tomorrow. To 2 people you respect. Tell them what you decided tonight. Tell them why. Tell them what you're committed to. And tell them if they see you suffering, to warmly, nicely say, "Gosh, it looks like you might feel some stress or some suffering. Remember that letter you wrote me? Do you want to change? I'm not judging you, I just want to support you." And in doing it, you'll probably keep to it with people respecting you, but more importantly, you might stimulate them to find more beauty in their life too. Who's willing to go for this and make this happen so that tonight is not the beginning, not an end, but a beginning? Say "I." If you want, you can copy, you don't have to write a separate letter, you can write me a note, or you can copy your letter yourself or someone else. Send it to End Suffering Now at TonyRobbins.com. I will read all of them. I won't respond to all of them because of the time, I respond to some. But if you send it to End Suffering Now, you can copy the letter yourself, you can copy the letter to a friend, or you can write me a note. I'd love to know what you got out of this and what you're committed to, because if you really live this, my dear friends, your life will never be the same. Amen. Who's committed to life without suffering and tremendous joy? Say "I." So if you start to not feel good, how fast can you change? How fast? Make a move! Make a move! Say yes! Say yes! Make the sound of unstoppable victory one final time as long as you can. My next one is in New York in July. If you got 3 hours of value, imagine if you did 4 days. It'll change your life. Love to see you there or in Palm Beach. If you go to the back today and do it, they'll give you 2 for 1 so you can bring a friend or family member as well. Let's break the energy one final time because this is when you're most exhausted and grown. Who's up for one final rip of the energy? Say "I." Say "I." Turn the person next to you and say "I own you. I own you. I own you. I can't believe we shake this building. Your time